And this just goes to show you how many casuals there are out there. They don't know how to break down the game. People are going to still say, oh, Matt, you're just hating on blah, 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 blah. And if you think I'm wrong, I'm going to ask you this question. Why did he fall all the way down to 48-49? So yesterday I watched the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Brooklyn Nets face off, and it was a heck of a game, but we're not here to talk about the game itself. We're here to focus on Emoni Bates. And by the way, now that I think about it, that was the semifinal game for the Summer League NBA Championship, which, by the way, I know nobody really cares about. It doesn't matter. But the Cleveland Cavaliers and Emoni Bates will be playing tonight right after this video in the championship. So yeah, if you don't have anything going on, I definitely recommend tuning into that because I'm going to watch it for sure. Rather less though, we're going to talk about Emoni Bates. He is a different breed. I'll leave it at that for now. Different breed he is, but first things first, I always want to give you guys a perspective. If you didn't watch the game, let me show you a stat sheet. 8 for 13 from the overall field, 4 for 5 on threes, scorching hot, that's 80%, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't do simple math. 7 rebounds, and oh, well, what do you know? You can't make this up. 0 assists. I wish I could sit up here and say I'm shocked about that 0 assists, but I'm not, guys, and he did finish the game with 20 points. You can't make this stat line up. Just look at it. 0 assists, 0 steals, and 0 blocks. If that doesn't scream out Emoni Bates, I don't know what will, but check this out. After the game was over, about 4 to 5 hours, I rewatched the same game. And I know what you're sitting there saying, Matt, why in the crap did you rewatch the same game? Was it not good enough the first time? I know it was fine, but I wanted to focus on Emoni. I pretty much just watched Emoni the entire time the second time I rewatched it. I wanted to pay attention to him on defense, offense, just every little single thing. And the one glaring thing that stood out to me in that game when I rewatched it, and if you watched the game, you probably noticed this yourself, is that Emoni Bates, he just stands in the corner on offense. He doesn't move that much. They essentially shove him in the corner, and whoever the point guard or shooting guard is, they do pick and rolls, or they give it to the other guy under the goal. Emoni Bates is rarely dribbling the basketball. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, dang, why are they not letting Emoni Bates, you know, be the point guard on the pick and roll sometimes? Why not? Because he can hit shots off the pick and roll, and he's a nightmare of a matchup if he's coming off the pick and roll and the guy who's setting the screen's also 7 foot. Because no matter who switches, theoretically speaking, it's going to be a mismatch. You see what I'm saying? Well, then I noticed there was probably like 6, 7, 8 plays where Emoni Bates, they let him dribble the ball. And whenever Emoni Bates was dribbling, I was like, oh, okay, it all makes sense. Emoni Bates can't get past his guy one-on-one. He has 0 bag. It's crazy to say that, but it's true. He has no bag. The only thing he can do is rise over defenders and shoot, but he does it very well. This isn't my opinion about him. I'm telling you what happened in the game. Every single time he tried to dribble, he got clamped up. He can't dribble. His only move is catch the ball, triple threat, either pass it or shoot it. That's it. There's a reason they stick him in the corner. Because he can't do nothing on the perimeter. And here's the thing with that. That's perfectly fine. I know a ton of guys in the NBA that are making millions of dollars and they sit in the corner, hit threes, and play defense. But, and I have a really big but, here's the problem with that. Emoni Bates is one of the worst defenders I've seen in the Summer League. To say he's a defensive liability would be a heavy understatement. I'm not going to show you small random clips because there's no point of it, but there's multiple times where Emoni Bates goes to box out his guy and they just shove him out of the way because he's so fragile and he's so weak. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I gave him the benefit of the doubt on those. But what I can't give him the benefit of the doubt on is when he's just a terrible overall defender. Every single time the person who Emoni Bates guarded had the ball, they blew past him like it was nothing. They only did one move and boom, they're right to the rim, blowing past him every single play. He is one of the worst defenders out there, and it goes back to this. He just wants to score. That's it. He can't defend on the perimeter. He can't defend down low. I don't know what you do with him. And it's such a frustrating and mind-boggling thing because when you look at him and break him down, he has the talent, he has the shot-making ability, and he has the size to be an all-star. But the problem with him is, on offense, he can't do anything but shoot. That's it. He can't drive. He can't dribble. I don't even think he wants to pass. And on top of that, and it goes hand in hand with all of this passing and driving, he's not a playmaker. I will say this, though, and you don't got to be some professional evaluator of basketball talent. The dude's got one of the best jumpers in the league. Emoni Bates is a lethal shooter, especially when he's in rhythm. He can shoot the ball. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But here's where things really get tricky. If he's on, he's on. But if he's off, he's off. And the one thing he possesses, and it's a rare talent, is that he can hit tough shots. A lot of people, even in the NBA, can't do that. But the problem with this is, and it's why I'm labeling him as a different breed, if he's not hitting shots, it's not worth having him out there on the court. And I even started thinking when I rewatched the game the second time, Even if he's hitting shots, I don't know if he's worth having out there on the court just because of the defensive liability. For example, the game is tied yesterday in the fourth quarter under a minute, 89-89. He hits a three, clutch three, puts him up 92-89. Literally 10 seconds later, they throw the ball to Emoni's guy in the corner. Emoni Bates just gets blown past by like a split second. The guy lays it in 91-92. Okay, awesome. You hit a three, but then you gave up a two right after. And it all goes back to this. If he was a 3-and-D type of guy, if he could just catch and shoot and hit three-pointers, and he was a fantastic or just a good defensive player, he would have got drafted in the first round. He'd be way more valuable. But what makes him less valuable is on offense. He can't dribble. He doesn't want to pass. He really can't drive. All he does is want to shoot. But to go on top of that, he's terrible at defense. Here's where I'm trying to go with this. If you're going to be atrocious on defense and be a liability, you got to be a Steph Curry on offense. And even at that, Steph Curry is a better defender than Emoni Bates. And I'm not saying this is true or not, but it looks like on defense, he doesn't even care to play defense. He just wants to go down there, spot up, and shoot threes. And that's a problem. And you want to know why it's a problem? Because even look at Curry over the past 5, 6, 7 years. What has Curry gotten better at? He bulked up to take those hits and body blows when he drives to the goal. He is an excellent finisher. Curry can also dribble with the best of them, and he drives a lot more than what people think. And that's why for Curry, at least, even if he has an off shooting night, he's still going to be very valuable on offense. He's going to create plays for other, and he's still probably going to get 25, 30 points, even with missing shots. On the flip side, though, with Emoni Bates, if he's not hitting shots, it's over. GG. He can't do anything else. And it all goes back to this. When he's hitting shots like last night, it looks good. Awesome. But if he's not hitting shots like previous nights in the Summer League, looks awful out there. And it leaves people with a weird taste in their mouth because they know he has the potential to be really, really good. And this just goes to show you how many casuals there are out there. They don't know how to break down the game. People are going to still say, oh, Matt, you're just hating on blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not hating on him. There's a reason he fell all the way down to, what was it, 48, 49th in the draft? When are these people in the media that overhype this kid and just these casuals understand he doesn't bring a lot to the table? And if you think I'm wrong, I'm going to ask you this question. Why did he fall all the way down to 48, 49? Why did he? It's because I'm right. I'm telling you what everybody won't tell you. I'm also making this video because I want to tell you guys, watch the championship game tonight. Pay attention to him on defense and when he tries to dribble. He can't. He's not that good of a playmaker. Now, when he's spotting up and they throw him the ball and he shoots it, he's one of the best. But outside of that, not so much. Pay attention to tonight's championship game. If y'all want it, let me know in the comment section. We'll talk about how he does after the championship game in tomorrow's video. But that's only if you guys want to see that. Let me know. As a matter of fact, hold on. Who are they even playing? I don't know. Okay, the Rockets. 5-0. What about this, guys? 5-0 versus 5-0. Who y'all got in this game? I'm going to take the Cavaliers. I'm going to take the Cavs. They're favored by 1.5. Do play at 8 p.m. Like I said, if you ain't got nothing to do tonight, tune in. I want to see something out of you, Emoni Bates. I want to see something. Oh, yeah, by the way, now I'm thinking about it. If there's any other players you want to see me talk about, just how they've done in the Summer League, some rookies, let me know in the comment section. I got an extremely busy day on my hands. Hope you guys have a great start to your week. Happy Monday. Yeah, let me know how that sounds. Bye-bye.